What's going on, Taurus? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the month of January 2020. It's a brand new year, brand new energy. Happy New Year to everybody that didn't catch me on my Happy New Year live broadcast that I did. We're going to be jumping into your reading, Taurus, seeing exactly what the energies are saying, what messages are being conveyed through the cards. It's a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. Let me know how the reading affects you. That always helps the channel out. If it does not resonate with you, you can always check out your rising or moon sign or one of the previous readings that I did for Taurus already. We're going to be checking out your present energy first and foremost, seeing exactly what's going on with your main storyline. After that, we're going to hop into your futuristic energy on the left side. This is also your supporting details, and we'll be wrapping it up with a fairy card. You guys got the Five of Winter. All right. If you guys do not follow me on IG, you should follow me on IG. If you're new to the channel, that's at chrisanthony14lbs. Chris Anthony, 14 pounds. And if you're looking for a personal reading from me, you can look at the description of the video. It'll have all the details about how to contact me and the info you need. All right, let's hop right into it and see what's going on. Crowning your reading, we do have the Strength card clarified by the Four of Swords. So I do feel like in January, you guys are definitely tapping into your inner strength, really studying where your strengths are, maybe studying where your weaknesses are, seeing how they compare and contrast. I feel like you're kind of finding out in January where your strength lies, right? Like exactly what it is that you always see yourself kind of use in order to overcome obstacles, or what type of energies do you tap into in order to cope or get over the challenges of life. Because the Four of Swords is actually here and it's clarifying the Strength card, I feel like this could be talking about the strength you have to release something, or the strength you have to kind of let go, or to relax, or to understand that everything is not within your control, right? Four of Swords here to me talks about that let go of everything, not having to worry about all of the moving pieces, not having to worry about all of the details of life and the things that kind of are outside of our reach or outside of our control, having that peace, that serenity to kind of relax in the things that maybe you can control, right? I always say control the controllables. So I feel like for you guys, this could be you choosing to focus more on your strengths instead of highlighting your weaknesses, right? Or choosing to focus on the things that you have, within your reach, instead of magnifying the things that you can't fix or can't control or can't, change. This is kind of that dynamic with the Strength card clarified with the Four of Swords. So yeah, the crazy thing is that the Capricorns got the same exact card, the Strength card, in the same exact position. So definitely you earth signs are really focusing on bringing out your inner strength and maybe showcasing that to the world, even showing it to yourself. The dynamic is a little bit different, or the energy is different in your reading though, Taurus. I feel like this is more of a study of your inner qualities, or those strengths that make you who you are, right? It's kind of like you're analyzing or doing a review of all of the strengths that you had, or maybe that you have been overlooking maybe for a while, and choosing to kind of like reactivate some of those internal qualities that could have been laying dormant, because the Strength card here does a lot of times talk about things that have been laying dormant, that we haven't used in a while, but they are always there ready to kind of be in use or be activated. So this is almost you, tapping into some of these inner qualities and using them to your advantage, or using them to bring more peace, more stability, more stabilization to your life. All right, right underneath that, we do have the Death card clarified by the Eight of Swords. So there's definitely that energy of transformation that's here. Maybe you guys have been going through a transformation or experiencing this alchemical process, right? Experiencing this metamorphosis type of energy where maybe you were ducked into the cocoon, ducked into your cave inside of some type of incubation period. And the transformation was occurring, right? This could have been a time where you felt a lot of restriction. You felt a lot of, you know, constrictive energy, right? You not allowed to do this or not allowed to do that, or not being able to step outside of certain boundaries or barriers that were kind of created within this energy. I do feel like this had more so to do with like an incubation, though, even if it felt like it was only happening in your mind. This to me, because this is major arcana death energy, has something to do with your overall transformation, the feeling of feeling like you were stuck, or that you couldn't go outside of this incubation or this hyperbolic chamber. I always talk about the hyperbolic chamber. If you guys are Dragon Ball Z fans, or if you ever heard of the cartoon Dragon Ball Z, this was a chamber that the main character Goku would get into whenever he was traveling from one planet to the next, in order for him to upgrade a little bit more quicker, right? So the hyperbolic chamber was a place he could go into and turn up the level of gravity on his ship that he traveled in. And so he would kind of turn up the level of gravity to like 50 or to 100 or whatever he needed in order to like burst through the next level or go Super Saiyan. Um, so this is what I'm feeling like is happening inside of your energy. Like you guys could have definitely been or still are in this hyperbolic chamber that's speeding up the process of a transformation, speeding up the process of evolution or a metamorphosis that's taking place in your world. So you could feel the restrictive energy that's happening here because there's such of a level up that's taking place, right? This level of weight that's being placed on you, the level of gravity that you're taking on, this level of restriction that's happening all around you is kind of like squeezing you, forcing you, pushing you to your next level, pushing you to evolve or transcend past this state of being that you were in before, right? Making you come out as a brand new creature, like the caterpillar that goes into the cocoon and comes out as a butterfly. So much takes place within the cocoon, within that metamorphosis, right? If you ever study that process, that caterpillar almost melts away and becomes like this cosmic soup where nothing is left, of what it used to be, right? It's a total breakdown of the makeup of the caterpillar, a total breakdown of his state of being. And then from that process, it's a buildup of energy that happens, right? So everything builds up after it has been a total death or breakdown of energy, right? And the building up process is what I feel like is happening with you guys, because there's a close energy that I'm feeling here that's like the end of a certain metamorphosis or transformation. So you're kind of at that phase where you're beginning to outgrow this cocoon, is what I feel. That uncomfortableness that you feel, the energy of kind of being on edge, the energy of like this space is too tight, I can't breathe. This is the feelings that the caterpillar or the butterfly has before he is ready to bust out of the cocoon. And what happens is you stay in that space until you get so uncomfortable that you break out of the incubation, you break out of the hyperbolic chamber, out of the cocoon, and really see what you have become. This is what's happening with you guys, Tauruses. All right. So great energy that's here. I'm feeling that. Over here, we do have the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Wands. So I do feel like in January also there is a decision that's being made concerning the way that you want to gain or create or attract your abundance. There's a path that you're taking, right? When it comes down to how you're going to bring finances together, how you want to create financial stability, financial freedom in your world. You're choosing to go down this path to create more abundance in your life. You're choosing to kind of invest into something, or um, kind of take up something, whether this is a career or a business or just the ideology that surrounds finances, that surrounds abundance, that surrounds manifesting and attracting abundance is what I'm feeling. You're choosing to kind of live a certain type of lifestyle that is abundant, that to me is more so out of the regular 3D matrix of gaining finances. All those older ideas that we've been told, maybe growing up as kids or in society as a whole, where they give you these beliefs about money that really are just not true and makes it, a lot harder for you to attract money or to gain money. I feel like you guys are at a place, especially because you have been going through this transformation where you're choosing to change your relationship with money, change the frequency that you have with money, the vibration of money, understanding that, you know, um, it's a energy, right, that surrounds finances. It's an energy that you can attract when it comes down to currency. And I feel like this path that you're choosing to go down is a better relationship with abundance and finances, right? Where you're starting to begin to attract these energies of finances and material wealth into your world. Ten of Pentacles is talking about that abundance, that abundant lifestyle, that environment of abundance, where your relationships are even abundant, um, the people that surround you, the type of life that you live is healthy or high vibrational. Whatever you do for work and however you invest your abilities are, to a place where it's kind of fueling you, where you enjoy doing this. This is not a burden. This is not, laboring. It's more so of investing. So something is happening within that world of finance where I feel like you're going to have a choice to make in January to kind of go down a path. The two of wands to me a lot of times is talking about a path where you make a decision to walk on a certain path. Do I go this way or do I go this way? And on that path, it to me possesses a ideology that surrounds financial gain or financial abundance. And what ideology are you going to connect with, right? So that'll be a decision that you guys make in January. Right underneath that, we do have the Tower, and it's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So the Tower moment or card is right below your energy, right at the foundation of it. So there are some things that are being, shaken. Um, this could have definitely been already in your energy. The Tower moments that come and that are kind of like part of this almost transformation or the breakdown of that energy, like I was talking about, that happens in the metamorphosis. The Tower moment is here talking about those things that had to be cleared out, right? The things that kind of no longer serve you, that karmic clearing that I believe happened the whole year of 2019. But 2020 is more so about the room that we made for ourselves and what are we able to receive and fill that space with all that karmic clearing, that emotional baggage, that energetic work that we've done the whole year of 2019. So this tower is still speaking of that. Some of the things coming crumbling down, some of those older belief systems still being, cleared out of your energy. Some of those older connections or older emotions, older thoughts or patterns of thinking still being cleared away, right? The tower is still coming crumbling down. And the purpose for this is balance. Queen of Pentacles is here talking about this level of balance within your material world, the ability to create this stability that you kind of want in your world. But a lot of times before the stability happens, we do have to go through this major shakeup, this major breakdown, transformation of energy, right? But I like that the Queen of Pentacles energy is here because I feel like this is the other side of the tower. After the tower energy is finished being clearing away, after the dust settles, you have the grounded Queen of Pentacles, right? Who is all about balance, all about multitasking, um, all about doing many things at once and being able to handle it all, right? She doesn't shake under pressure. She doesn't fall or fold under pressure like the tower does. But there could have been some false belief systems, some faulty relationships or connections that kind of come crumbling down, and the things that are left standing, right, is the things that, to me, with you guys, represent a certain level of balance, because the Queen of Pentacles is about bringing balance into her world, right? Whether that's where she's working, who she's connecting with, who her friends are, who her romantic relationship is, all those different things have to be bringing balance into her world. If it's disrupting the balance, then she can't deal with it, right? She won't allow that into her world because she's too abundant, too attractive to be around an imbalance of energy, right? All right, so let's keep it moving. Right over here, we do have the Six of Cups clarified by the Six of Swords. So two six energies here. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So maybe that could be important to you guys. Six of Cup energy is definitely talking about some type of soulmate connection that's here, though. And with the Six of Swords, this is almost like a moving away from some type of soulmate connection that could have been a definite deep soulmate connection in some type of way, or it could be history here. This could be representing almost a past life connection with the Six of Cups. But here I am picking up that it could be history within this soulmate connection, where there was a lot of things that played out, or a lot of experiences and lessons that were learned within this connection. But this is something that maybe some of you Tauruses are choosing to move away from with the Six of Swords energy, moving into more newer waters, or a newer beginning. You also have the Two of Wands over here. So this is talking about choosing another direction, choosing something that maybe is a little bit more abundant, maybe even focusing on your own abundance and building a lifestyle for yourself. But because it is with the Ten of Pentacles, this could also be talking about a more holistic, or even some type of newer relationship that is not the 6 or the 9 of Pentacles, which is talking about single, but 10, which is talking about a partnership almost. But there is some soulmate that you are moving away from in some type of way, right? And this is for your own peace, to find more peaceful living, right? Moving away from those waters that were more troubling, stressful, gloomy, you know, kind of lower vibrations in a way. Six of Swords does talk about movement, right? Taking action to maybe move away from some type of soulmate connection that could have had a long-term effect on you in some type of way, or this could be a long-term relationship in some type of way that lasted for a while. Like I said, I really feel history that's here. But because of all this transformative energy that's taking place, I feel like you're finding that it's best to move further and further away from some type of older soulmate connection. You also have this Tower here, so there seems to be some type of breakdown that could be happening in January, maybe between two people, possibly, that kind of throws the two of those people in separate directions, possibly. But this is also to bring in more balance at the same time. Like I said, the Queen of Pentacles is really about balance. So in your world, you're about bringing balance into every situation. So there is a movement that's happening that's moving away from a soulmate energy or a deep connection. All right, over here we do have, in your futuristic energy, Queen of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and then the Sun card, clarified by the stars. So two major arcanas that in your reading. That might be interesting. All right, so Queen of Wands energy clarified by the High Priestess. So definitely this is matching that Strength card to me. Same colors, same type of energy, same amount of passion that's coming into you guys in January. You may want to be more active in the month of January, or feel that energetic boost to be more active, or to create something, to attract something. You may feel more in a social type of energy, where you're wanting to connect, collaborate, socialize with other people Queen of Wands is the social butterfly of the tarot. She's also very passionate, creative, and attractive. So you're definitely having this more magnetic energy about yourself and wanting to take action on something. But I do feel like this is in connection with your deep intuition, high priestess energy here. So you're not just wanting to take action just for anything. You're really being led by your intuition. You're really being led by the clues that are being left for you by the universe or your higher self or your angels or guides. Um, this is you really connecting your internal intuitive abilities with your external uh, talents and abilities, whether that's personality, interpersonal skills, emotional intelligence, just having a drive or being determined to kind of aspire to something. This will be closely tied into your intuition in January. So you're not doing anything, like I said, just to do it. You're really tuning into your guidance in order to see what should you put your energy into. How should I invest this time that I have? How should I use this day? And I feel like you're getting a lot of intuitive hits that are coming in the month of January, that are really guiding you to do certain things or to connect with certain people or to, you know, display yourself in a certain way. But I am seeing a lot of energy. Maybe the second half of January, you guys are just doing something or connecting with people or creating something, collaborating, all right? But this is definitely an intuitive project if it is a project or business. Um, Also, we have the Eight of Cups clarified by the Temperance card. So once again, the same message that I had in your present energy, there is a walking away from something that maybe at one point was emotionally fulfilling to you, maybe at one point had a very deep emotional connection to it. And like I said, there is some history here, so it could have went for a while because the Eight of Cups is two cups away from the Ten of Cups. So this is you kind of walking away from something that maybe was very hard to walk away, or taking your energy back from something that you kind of got very used to, or you invested into it so much that it's not easy to turn away from it or to walk away from it, because the Eight of Cups does talk about a high level of investment. And I'm talking about emotional investment, which we really, really feel whenever you invest into something or someone emotionally. uh, it pays a toll on you, especially when it's something that can't grow all the way into fruition or come into that level of 10, which is talking about fulfillment and completion. So this walking away is happening because, once again, balance is being restored. You're wanting to restore balance to yourself. You're wanting to give that energy back into yourself, is what I feel with the Temperance card. Even the universe itself is conspiring for you to come into a place of more balance. And so if you were investing into something or holding on to something inside of your emotional world, you will be walking away from that. We have two cards here now reiterating that message. Eight of Cups, and then the Six of Swords, talking about moving away from some type of soulmate or some type of very deep connection where there was history here. But once again, balance is being restored. You're feeling better, kind of like the further you get away from investing into this emotionally. You're feeling better about yourself. You're using all of that emotional energy and space to invest into your own self, your own business projects, career, family. And so I do feel like you're kind of almost setting yourself free from something that was kind of stealing or taking your energy. You're taking your power back, is what I feel. And this is overall what I felt with this Strength card in the beginning. This is kind of like you taking your power back by letting something go, for Swords energy, by releasing something and no longer wanting to control something or control the outcome of something that can't be controlled. Instead, you're choosing to use your strength to release, to let go. And this letting go is really bringing in this level of balance, higher frequency, higher vibration, right? This balance of your emotional world and grounding that energy into the material plane, creating a more level of abundance and a higher level of creation. This is why I feel like some of you guys are popping up as the Queen of Wands, using your intuition, using all that extra emotional space that was being used to invest into some type of collaborative project or business, or just socializing, connecting. All right. Right below that, we do have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Wands card. Six of Pentacles here, talking about some type of equal give and take, and something coming back into balance that could have been out of balance when it comes down to equal give and take or reciprocity. This is also why I feel like something here is being kind of left behind or moved away from, possibly because the certain level of equal give and take or reciprocity probably wasn't there in a certain way. Ace of Wands is the energy to restore balance, energy that you have after the balance is restored to pour into yourself once again, to once again create. So I feel like in the second half of January, a lot of Tauruses are going to be in a very creative mode, a very inspired place where the inspiration is here because you kind of took your power back from the different places that could have been draining your energy or draining your life force, possibly because it was out of balance. The scales were not, equal. But by you walking away from certain situations or certain people or environments, you're bringing yourself back into this place of balance and able to kind of pour into something that I feel you're going to be creating or continuing to create, something that has already started. Once again, like I said, business, career, projects, creative collaborations. This is something that's popping off for you in January because you have kind of found a new level of balance after you released something or had the strength to release something that was very hard to release. Now we have the Sun card clarified by the Star card. And these are both the direct effects of releasing whatever it was that kind of had you bound or that you were trying to hold on to. The Sun card does talk about more playful energy, lighthearted, being in touch with your inner child, being in touch with your higher self, having more clarity in life, seeing more growth, seeing the fruits of your labor, right? A higher level of awareness and consciousness that comes in once that bright light is shining on you and you're no longer in that moon energy or that tower energy. This is talking about all the things that grow after the tower falls away and the karmic clearing is complete. How it makes room for all this new level of growth, all this high potential and high vibration, and just good times overall. I think it's time for some Tauruses just to have some good times, right? Have some fun, be playful. And this is right here matching the Star card, which does talk about this level of healing that is taking place within your inner world. This spiritual healing, right? The hope being restored, the balance being restored, and how you're now able to tap into this inner reservoir that could have been being blocked because of this inner work or because of something that needed to be released emotionally. Now it's like this inner reservoir is unplugged and it's like unlimited potential. This is where your inspiration comes from. This is where your glitter comes from, right? This is how you shine when you're no longer in contact with things that no longer serve you or holding on to things that drain you emotionally. You have enough space to be the star, to take on this role of being the star, right? Shining, No longer dimming your light, right? No longer downplaying yourself or making yourself shrink to make other people feel uncomfortable, or to make other people to make other people feel comfortable, right? It's like you're standing tall, you're shining, you're expanding, you're evolving, you're growing into this newer person after releasing and transforming on a deep, deep level. You now come out as the star energy, tapping into your star player, and ready to kind of share your gifts with the world, ready to water the world, right? With your energy, with your inner reservoir that's now flowing. It's like you get a surplus of energy to give back to your world in some type of way, to your community, to your environment, to the people around you, right? And offer a level of healing, a high level of insight that you've gained for yourself. This is how we kind of like awaken the world or raise the vibration of the planet. You guys are back to doing that, Taurus. After a little bit of a transformation, right? After a little bit of that hyperbolic chamber work. All right, for your fairy card, we have the Five of Winter. It says, walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. So, yeah, this is kind of like everything that we are talking about here. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, Five of Winter, which is definitely the Five of Swords. Walking away, turning your back, moving away from dishonest associations, dishonest people, dishonest energies, right? Moving away from something that is not worth the effort or no longer serves you in some type of way. So this is the release that's happening for you guys, I think, in January. This is the clearing out that's kind of bringing a certain level of balance for you. Definitely. And this is how you kind of get into that sun and star energy. Back to shining, back to being beautiful, back to being you. So I'm wrapping up the reading right there. Hopefully that resonated for you guys. If it did, like always, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next reading.